Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, back to another video. Like and do all that good stuff if you like what you see, and let's get into the video. Today's video is about the legalization of marijuana via going through the DEA. Now, President Trump's pick, Terrance, he has repeatedly declined stating whether or not he will be supporting the move from Schedule 1 to Schedule 3. Now, this was a questioning that was about tribal land in North Carolina. That's right. Now, I'm pretty much scrolling down the screenshot of the page, and the answers he gave, you know that if it's anything other than an emphatic yes, then the answer is probably no, which means that Trump picked a prohibitionist to lead the DEA, which would hint that President Trump, is against the legalization of marijuana. Now, the reason why I'm clipping this article and I'm just scrolling through it quickly is because many things that people don't understand, and at least the theory that I'm proposing, is that Trump at one point was against legalization, then he was for it, and now he's signaling that he is against it. Or is he? Now, a little side note, you take a look at this picture, look at these handshakes. And is this not the 666 hand sign? Just something I have found. I'm going to leave it on this picture as I continue to speak about it. Now, I have a question for you. And yes, I am scattered-brained, and I'm talking about one thing after another. But here's my question for you. Is it possible that when the president invited home a medical marijuana patient, that he secretly wants it legalized? That he wants to end prohibition, and that the reason why he didn't campaign about it is because while the voters are against pharma and everything that pharma stands for when it comes to pharma versus marijuana, it's possible that those big billions of dollars that can essentially purchase senators and lawmakers and whatnot, because they accept bribes all the time, is it possible that Trump faked being against legalization just enough to get into power once again? I think it's a good question to consider. See, the thing is that this doesn't even look like a real handshake. This looks peculiar to me. It looks like Terrance might be pro-prohibitionist, which is in favor of pharmaceuticals and for-profit prisons, because those are the two biggest parties to benefit if Terrance is actually being an honest man. But it leaves the question, why would Trump put Terrance in? I mentioned this in a previous video, and I think that there is one reason that was stated during his hearing, which was that he's concerned about fentanyl. That's right. He's concerned about fentanyl. So, is it possible that we could see an end to prohibition after the fentanyl crisis has been thoroughly dealt with? See, the thing is that Trump no longer has to fight to get people's vote because he can't run for a third time. So, whatever he does now will be his legacy. And a lot of times rich people, they care about their legacy. They care about that more than anything. They even care about it more than money. Because if they didn't care, a billionaire would not leave a lavish lifestyle so that he could be president and have his life constantly at risk, as well as, the legacy media coming after him all the time. And I say this as an apolitical person, that is someone who has never voted, so I don't have a horse in this race. Going back to the subject, Terrance Cole, he seemed to be committed to defying the will of the American people. That's right, defying the Americans' will. 55% want recreational, 72% want medical. So, but we have already seen loose bits of evidence that Trump has installed Judas goats into the government for even during the time that he was not in office. So is it possible that Terrance Cole is pretending to be prohibitionist long enough to get the power so that he can turn around and legalize it later? I think that is something worth looking at. These handshakes, go back to what Trump did. He didn't put his hand on the Bible whatsoever when he was sworn in. He's been very defiant of the mainstream media. I should call it the lamestream media, the legacy media, because they're no longer mainstream. They have corporations behind them, but their numbers are in the toilet. So, what's going on with Terrance Cole? I think the theory that lines up most with potential facts is that, if anything else, the United States needs a functioning legal marijuana sector, or legal marijuana industry, part of the agriculture sector. And it's going to have to be legalized, if for no other reason than to revive coffers and to bring that money in. That's all I have to say for you guys for today. Let me know what you think in the comment section below, and I'm out.